Hi, this is Francis Wade over at the TwoTime-Sys website. And today I want to go over the way in which time demands flow through a time management system. Very simple idea. The time demands come at you without your choice or your decision. Some of them come through automatically and some come through manually. So automatic ones come through email. They automatically flow to you through portals like Twitter. Some come to you from the physical mail. Again, you have no choice in that. Through LinkedIn. Some you have some choice over, like directives that your boss gives you. You choose to whether to write those down or not. Some comes from instant messages, and some come from ideas that you have. And you have a choice over the ideas you have. But you don't have a choice over the Facebook messages that you get. So those time demands flow into your capture points, where they're stored for later use. As I said before, some are automatic, so you have no choice over them. But some are manual. You can choose whether or not to write them down and whether or not they need to become time demands or whether or not they just need to be discarded. So once they come into your capture points, you have a choice. What do I do with them now? Well, what you really should do is empty. Because at some point, your capture points, if you don't empty them, become overflowing and overfull. So when you empty, sit down to actually process and go through all the items, the time demands that are in your capture points, whether manual or automatic. Here's what you can do with them. The first choice that you have is to empty and toss, which means just to throw it away or discard it. You can also empty by acting now, which means taking an immediate action on that particular item in your capture point. You can also decide to store some aspect of the information for later use. You could put it in your schedule so that you're doing it next week, Friday, for example. Or you can add it to a list, like a to-do list or a list of items that you want to pick up at the grocery store, for example. Whatever the choices that you make, time demands move from capture points into one of these 5 locations, so to speak. The thing about time demands is that they have a very short shelf life. Is that if you don't store them or schedule them or list them, they'll disappear. When you toss them, they disappear. When you act on them now, they disappear. And at some point in the future, when you take action on them or decide that they're no longer useful, they'll also disappear.